Guys, so in the last video we have discussed around the EBS volumes. In this video we will be going to launch an EC2 instance and check out the EBS volume. Then after we will going to see how we can modify the default behavior of the volume on instance termination. Then after we will see how we can increase the size of the volume, and then after we will see how we can mount a new volume onto the EC2 instance. Okay, if you are preparing for the AWS certification exam, you can check out the complete playlist on the channel, and if you like it, do subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Okay, so let's start. I will quickly jump over to the AWS console, and then after I will select the launch an instance. Basically select the OS as Ubuntu. Okay, yeah, I will go for the free tier one. Then after I will use the key pair, keep the OS as Ubuntu. Then after I will keep all the configuration as default. So you can check this out. We have this configure storage section, and if I click on the advanced, so you can check that this root volume by default is of size 8 GB and type GP2, and delete on termination is yes. So this basically tells that if you are going to delete this EC2 instance, at the time of this deletion, like the termination, this EC2, this attached volume get deleted automatically. So if you want, you can change this default behavior as well. And if you add a new volume here, so the default behavior of the custom volume, like the other than the root volume, is that delete on termination is no, so it would not be deleted. Okay, so as of now we don't add any custom volume, we don't need it. So let's create an EC2 instance. Okay, so I think it is launching the instance. So once it got launched, we will go to the AWS, I mean this attached volume. We will see the details of the AWS attached volume, and we'll try to modify the size of that, I mean the volume. Okay, so I will open the detailed kind of detailed view of this EC2. So as of now it is in the pending state, so we need to wait for to be in the running state. But you can check out the storage section, and in the storage you can check, like it as of now it has only a single volume, and the size of that volume is 8 GB. Okay, so what I will do, so first let's try to log in into that EC2 machine, and then I will show you the size of that EC2, I mean the volume, and then we will see how we can modify the size of that volume. Okay, so it is connecting. Yeah, so I will clear this out so that this. Okay, so if I run this command lsblk, which basically shows the storage detail, and if you see, we have a single storage device which with name xvda, and its total size is 8 GB, and it has been divided into basically the three partition. The first one is xvda 1, 14 and 15. So one is of one is of size 7.9 GB. xvda 14 is of 4 MB, which is really very small. It might be for some, I think, the system perspective. And then after xvda 15 is of 106 MB. Okay, so what I will do, I will jump over to this volume tab. Okay, so now we have this volume. What I will do, I will try to modify, and then after I will make its size from 8 to 12. Okay, so we are changing the size of this kind of the volume attached. Okay, so it is basically giving, if you increase the size of the volume, you must extend the file system to the new size of the volume. So we will see how we can extend the size of the file system. Basically you need to run some command for doing that. Okay, so yeah, so I think its size has been modified. Yeah, so it is in use. So you can ignore this new volume. The reason being is I have created this new volume for some other purpose, but the size has been changed to 12 GB. Okay, so let's see. And if I run the lsblk command here, now you see we got the size of this xvda as 12 GB, which is previously 8 GB, right? But now you can see that size of this xvda, the complete disk got changed, but somehow the partition under that are still of the same size. Okay, so if you want to use this extra 4 GB space, you need to modify this xvda1 partition. Okay, so how we can do that? So for that we need to run this command. Okay, this is basically resizing the xvda1 partition. Okay, so I will copy this and I will paste it here. Yeah, so it basically says resize 2 files version, then the file system is already 4k blocks long, nothing to do. Okay, so if I run lsblk again, you can see that it is again the same size, but what I will do, I will quickly jump over to the console. Okay, and then after I will go in the instance state and reboot it. Okay, so if I reboot it, might be I got disconnected here. Definitely, yeah, I got disconnected. I am trying to typing, but I am not able to type. Okay, so if I refresh it, so I would not be able to connect to this EC2 as well. The reason being is it is in the rebooting state. Okay, so I will wait for some time and then we will again try to connect to this EC2 machine. Okay, still not. I think it will take not more than 1 minute. I think this should be like within a single minute, like the task. We have just rebooted it. Yeah, so we got connected. So I will clear it again. If I run the lsplk command, now you see the size of xvda, which is 12G, which is fine, and xvda1, which is previously 7.8 or 7.9, and now it is 11.9G. Okay, so we some like in this way we have increased the uh, size of the EBS volume. Okay, so that is the one scenario. Now the second scenario is like that we have noted down here: mount a new volume to the EC2. Okay, so let us suppose you have this volume attached, that is fine, but you don't want to increase the size of this EBS volume. What you want to create a new volume and attach it to the EC2 instance. Maybe you have any other use case, okay, for that. So what I will do, I will create a new volume. Okay, so before creating new volume, one thing you like I will like one thing you need to make sure is like I will let you know. So you can select the size as per your requirement, and then after this availability zone, this availability zone is really important. So what you need to do, you will go inside the instance configuration, and then after you will the CDC, I mean the networking settings, and then after you need to see the availability zone. Okay, this is very really important. It is US East 2A. Okay, so I will go and select the same US East 2A. If it is US 2B or 2C, I would not be able to attach the volume that I am creating to the instance that I have. Okay, it should be in the same availability zone. So this is really very important. Okay, so I will select the same availability zone, and then after if you have any text you can like basically add that, but as of now I don't have any tag. So I will I will not create it for 100 GB. The reason being it would be very large, it would be any like cost associated with it. So okay, so now I have created the 20 GB the volume. So I will check this out. So it is available. Okay, so what I will do, I will go inside this volume, click on action, then after I will going to attach this volume. What it is asking for, it is asking for the instance name. So I will select the instance that is running. So that is, if you see I already have a single instance that is ended with F3E1. So select the same instance, and the device name would be as dev SDF. Okay, so if you go here, like if you see the device name is, first device name is SDA1, so second it is itself giving a name of SDF. So I will going to attach this value. Okay, so it is done successfully, and if I refresh it again, yeah, so you can see that the previously we have only a single device name, but now we have two volumes attached, and another one is of size 20 GB. Okay, so let's again go inside the EC2 machine and see how we can use this new volume. Okay, so for that purpose you need to run some of the command. So first I will again going to run the lsblk. So here you see this one is I already have previously xvda, but now we got another storage device as well that is named xvdf and size of 20 GB which we have attached. Okay, so for what first command, I think lsbf vlk, what first we have already run. Second command we need to run this file -s and the device name. Okay, so I will copy this, paste it again, and then after I will, my bad, I have xvdf. Okay, so okay, it is saying that you have no read permission, so basically I need to choose the sudo su, and then after I will again paste it and I will add the waf. Okay, so here you see, so basically this command is used to check if the dev xvdf have any file system or not. Okay, so if it says data, that basically means as of now we don't have any file system on it. So what we need to do is we need to create a file system on top of this device. Okay, so I will again go to this command. So basically mkfs is the command to create the file system of type x file system basically, and device name we need to provide. Okay, so x file system is basically very famous type of the file system which we use in the Linux. If you wanted to know in the detail, you can check out on the Google. Okay, so now we see like we have configured the file system, and if I run the previous command file -s xvdf, so I got the sgi xfs file system data. Okay, so now we have created the file system. So what we need to do next is we need to mount this xvdf storage device on a directory. Okay, so for that purpose I will create a new directory. It would be with any name, like I will create it with new wall for now. Okay, so we got this directory new wall, and then after I will going to mount this on the new wall. Okay, and if I enter it, so it has been mounted successfully. So there, if there is no message you got, that basically means this has been mounted successfully. If I again type the lsblk, so you can check that out, like we got xvdf and that has been mounted to the /new volume. Okay, so if you want to store any file, anything on this EC2 machine, you can store that out, like you can check this out as well, even /new wall. So basically you can create this file, and then after if you detach it, this file got disappeared somehow, and if you attach it again, you will get the file here. Okay, so this is the way you can, either you can increase the size of the attached volume, and if you wanted to attach a new volume, you can attach this way. Okay, if you have any question or queries, you can post it down in the comment section. Like if you have any, if you are getting any problem, you can post that out as well. I will be really happy to help you. And if you like it, do subscribe to the